Lila Gray had always been the quiet one in the room, the girl who listened more than she spoke, the woman who observed more than she acted. But silence was a dangerous weapon, and when betrayal came from the person she trusted the most, Lila decided she wouldn't scream, she wouldn't cry, she would plan. Her best friend, Ava, had been everything to her. They grew up together, shared secrets, dreams, and fears. But friendship shattered like glass the moment Lila discovered that Ava was secretly seeing Daniel, Lila's fiancé. It wasn't just betrayal, it was theft of love, loyalty, and years of trust. At first, Lila confronted Daniel. His excuses spilled out clumsily, his words reeking of guilt. Ava, on the other hand, didn't deny anything. With a cruel smirk, she said, "He chose me because I'm not boring." That sentence stayed with Lila like a thorn buried under her skin. She didn't fight back immediately. She didn't beg for explanations or apologies. Instead, she smiled, a cold, unsettling smile that neither Daniel nor Ava understood. That was the moment Lila decided revenge wouldn't come with fire and fury, it would come silently, slowly, and perfectly calculated. The plan, Lila worked in finance, and her meticulous nature made her excellent at uncovering patterns and weaknesses. She knew Ava's habits, her greed, her obsession with luxury, and her careless spending. Daniel, now living with Ava, had invested his entire savings into a small business. But Ava controlled the finances, and her recklessness was the perfect opening. Lila began gathering information quietly, through mutual acquaintances, casual conversations, and her own discreet research. She mapped out Ava's spending patterns, debts, and even her secret credit card under Daniel's name. Then came step 2. Lila reached out to Daniel, pretending forgiveness. She told him she wanted to remain civil, that she didn't want hatred to define their past. Flattered by her composure, Daniel began meeting her occasionally. He confessed more than he should about Ava's spending, their arguments, and how he felt trapped but couldn't leave because of the business tied in both their names. Every detail was fuel for Lila's fire. The execution, one by one, Lila set the pieces of her silent revenge in motion. She anonymously tipped Ava's creditors about her hidden accounts. She quietly connected Daniel's investors with the truth about Ava's reckless spending. And then, she leaked Ava's embarrassing personal secrets, the ones Ava had trusted only Lila with, to the very social circles Ava thrived on. Within weeks, Ava's reputation crumbled. She was painted as unreliable, manipulative, and unstable. The business Daniel had sacrificed everything for began collapsing under financial strain and investor withdrawal. And through it all, Lila watched from the sidelines with a calm expression. The breaking point, the final blow, came at a charity gala Ava had organized. Ava, desperate to rebuild her shattered image, invited everyone who mattered. She wore a dazzling red dress, her fake smile stretched thin. But midway through the event, a scandalous slideshow began, flashing on the big screen. Bank records of Ava's debts, screenshots of messages where she mocked Daniel, pictures of her reckless nights out while Daniel stayed home working. Gasps filled the hall. Ava's face went pale, then crimson with rage. She screamed, blaming Lila instantly. But Lila was standing at the edge of the crowd, her face expressionless, holding a glass of champagne. "Funny," she said softly, "Ood enough for people nearby to hear. I thought you said I was boring." The words spread like wildfire, and Ava broke down in front of everyone, Her carefully crafted mask torn apart. Daniel, humiliated and betrayed, walked out on her that very night. The aftermath. Ava vanished from the social scene within weeks. Her name now associated with debt and disgrace. Daniel tried to mend things with Lila, but she refused him with a chilling calmness. You made your choice, she whispered, and so did I. Lila didn't scream. She didn't fight. She didn't even raise her voice. Her revenge had been silent, precise, and merciless. And in that silence, Ava learned the most painful truth of all. Sometimes the quietest storms cause the most destruction.